Hey, there we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be where you are, or even if you're watching from the future on a recording. Hello, future people. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me. My name is Jeff Fritz, and this is my live stream. We're going to write a little bit of code today. Check out all the friends we have over there in the chat room. Look at this. Robert Tables is over there, Rambling Geek. Good morning, good morning. Parathon is here. Bardaki, Tagaron. Konstantin Stoika, did I pronounce that right? Let me know. Brave Cobra's here. Good morning. Len and BR. Strigoi. Am I pronouncing that one? Let me know. Veronica's here. Hey, Veronica. Love the new nickname for Veronica. Veronica Hex. It's like Jonah Hex, except Veronica, and she's coding in Hex. Very cool stuff. Hello, D-Net and Coated Beard. Stelzy's here. How's it going? Yes. We're going to get a little outside my comfort zone today. I'm wearing first let me cover the hat, right? Of course, I'm wearing my Doctor Strange Eye of Agamotto hat. I wanted to pay tribute. I wanted to recognize our friends over at Marvel. Today's the anniversary of, no, it's not the anniversary. Today's Stan Lee's birthday. It would have been his 94th birthday, I believe. If you're a big fan of the Marvel movies, if you're a fan of their work that they've been doing, whether it's the live action movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the cartoons such as Into the Spider-Verse that was just released, or even the comics, we owe a tremendous debt to Stan and his influence and his insight over that organization. They've done tremendous things to influence young folks throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s, certainly my generation. And I wanted to take a moment here today and read something that I think is important and I think has influenced me. And I think when I read it to you, it's going to mean something to you too. The Brave Cobra asks, is there an online data on my hat count? I should do that. I should have some sort of a catalog or series of photos on the hat count. I even thought about doing some work with our friend Seth Warres, or one of our friends who does machine learning, to identify my hat and have the bot know how to spit out a little piece of information, a little snippet about my hat each time. Make a wiki out of it, make some pages on Core Wiki maybe. I think we need to do a year-end stream. Oh no, Lannon, I actually have a better idea. I have fritzenfriends.stream is a URL that I have. Robert Table says, I'm working on a Raspberry Pi today. Heck yes, out of my comfort zone. Absolutely. So I think there's definitely something we can do about that. But I wanted to take a moment up front here and just and recognize the influence of Stan, of Marvel Comics on a lot of our lives. I want to read from this is The Life of Captain Marvel #5. It was just released this month. There you go. You can see it. And all of the comics this month have this black band up at the top from Marvel, recognizing Stan. Inside the cover, front cover, there are no advertisements. It's black. Okay. But then the next page, all of the comics this month have this great drawing of Stan. Yes, love Captain Marvel, Veronica. Amen. And they all have inside the back cover, and I'm not going to bend the comic. I collect comics. I want to preserve this. They have one of the first Stan's Soap box. And this was Stan when he was editor-in-chief. He would write to everybody that was reading Marvel Comics. And we are going to work on the Raspberry Pi. I just want to take a moment and read this because, like I said, I think this is very important. This is very, very influential for us as technologists, just as good people, to read Stan's thoughts when he first took leadership of Marvel Comics and what he had to say. Now, this is from a time gone by, 40-some years ago. But I just wanted to take a minute and read this, and I'll acknowledge the chat room again once I get done reading this. I wanted to make sure I read this with no music in the background because it's kind of important. Hang loose, heroes. Now that I've got your ear, I'm not letting go. Our first oh boy, this is a Stan knew how to make up some words. Tintabulating topic is going to be, quote, the Marvel philosophy, end quote. Whenever I get together with any of you frantic ones, the first question posed is usually, quote, what are you fellas really trying to do in your magazines? What message are you pushing? End quote. Is the whole Marvel series just a big put on, or are you trying to tell us something? Are you actually serious about your characters? Do you really believe in them? Etc. Well, just between us, we believe in our cavorting characters a lot more than we believe in some people we know, and we do have a motive, a purpose behind our magazines. That purpose is plain and simple, to entertain you. We think we've found the best formula of all. We merely create the type of fanciful yarns that we ourselves enjoy. And if we like them, you ought to like them too. After all, you're our kind of people. Now then, in the process of providing offbeat entertainment, if we can also do our bit to advance the cause of intellectualism, humanitarianism, and mutual understanding, and to toss in a little swinging satire at you in the process, that won't break our collective heart one tiny bit. That's it, pussycat. Thanks for listening. So those are the words. Stan Lee, inside the cover of every Marvel comic this month. I encourage you to check it out. This is not an advertisement. This was not paid for by Marvel or Disney. I do not work for those organizations. But I wanted to share those words because particularly Stan's insight as to let's make this fun. Let's forward the purpose of intellectualism and throw a little satire in there. I hope you see a little bit of that in our own lives and in our own outreach and education and just collaborating with folks here on the internet. Let me get some music playing here in the background. Of course, this is going to be Music to Code By, brought to us by our friend Mr. Carl Franklin. This music is available for you to download if you'd like to purchase the albums, or of course, you can go get the app Music to Flow By, and you can subscribe to it, and every few months you'll get a new song. Today I think I'll go back to the original. Let's play Blue today. This is music that's designed to get you in the flow, to get you focused on whatever task it is that you might have, and make all those other things that you're worrying about just fade away into the background because you're focused on the music and you just get stuff done. Thanks so much, Carl. I appreciate you allowing us to play your music here on the stream. And I think this is, I think our friends that are watching, that are listening, really enjoy it as well. Check it out, musictoflowby.com. All right. Let me take a look here at the chat. We need fritzhats.com. Yeah, I think we can do like hats.fritzandfriends.stream and might be able to do something there. Thank you again for my epic save for the Docker project yesterday. Oh, to Lannet. Never mind. Cool that we got that resolved. Captain Marvel. Veronica likes Captain Marvel. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's going to be coming out as a movie here in March on International Women's Day. That'll be a lot of fun when that comes out. And I'm really excited to see that with my daughters. Dave Noterer says, I'm working with Particle.io. Love the LTE connection, making deployment easy. Other than that, basically Arduino. I needed analog I.O. That's kind of cool. Robert says Stan Lee was ahead of the curve on diversity and inclusion. Amen. Robert Tables, amen. Yep. Poetic Android Stan was phenomenal. Well ahead of his time in the 70s to start thinking about inclusion and diversity and to bring more folks into his community, but not just there, but all of our communities. He always stopped to greet his fans, always stopped to talk to folks and listen. And I think that's something that a lot of us need to do these days and in this climate. Raspberry Pi Day. Yes, I've been playing with one during the Christmas break. A nice break from porting ASP classic apps at work. Ugh. Okay, I could see where that might be a needed break. All right. Let's get into this a little bit. So I'm going to switch over to this shot. We started with this concept of OilTankVision, and I'll share this link in the chat room. What we were working on is this project with our friend Suze Hinton, No Op Cat. Did I say that right, Robert? Did I get it? I linked to the YouTube video here at the bottom of the README for this project. The idea here was to build a little IoT device using a Raspberry Pi, which I guess isn't hardcore IoT because I'm not writing C code to get this running. But it runs a little version of Linux, Raspbian Linux, and I wanted to go through these 5 very simple steps. Wake up, take a picture of the meter on my oil tank that sits down in the basement. It's old, it's beat up. I should include a picture of it here. Upload the picture to Azure Blob Storage. If you wanted to adapt this and use it on your own, you could upload it to whatever storage you'd like. But I have a serverless function that would be triggered by the arrival of that picture. Function sends a picture to Cognitive Services for analysis. I want to OCR it. I want to figure out what the numbers are on that. Detect the numbers in the photo and their location, and determine a true reading. I haven't gotten to the location bit here. Maybe we'll get to that today. Maybe. More likely tomorrow or later. Hey, Jay Rosegard, good to see you. Crash is here. Hello. Hi. I see you waving. I should wave with this hand because it's on camera. And then once it's identified, save that into, I'm using table storage for use in reporting and other applications. Hardcore IoT is when you design the whole board yourself, solder it, and code the firmware on a bare metal microcontroller. Now, hang on, Stelzy. Let me poll here because I know we have a number of folks, the European viewers that join us each time, and I'm always thankful that folks from outside my geography join us because I don't want to be very North America focused, right? Or even South America focused. I know there's a couple folks that connect in from South America. But is it solder or is it solder? I've heard people say both. Right, solder, S-O-D-D-E-R, or is it solder, where you pronounce the L? Our friends at Code Project gave me a couple of mugs when we did the Halloween stream, and I've been enjoying them over the holiday. With the L, it says Bardaki. Solder. All right. Bardaki says with the L. Mama C# Fritz just texted. Let's see if we can write back. A number of the folks here, my wife and daughters, are a little under the weather here. Everybody say hello to Mama C# Fritz out there. How's it going? Sometimes they lurk here, my mom and dad. They like to lurk in the chat room. We'll see if they stop by and lurk. I don't even know what their ID is on Twitch. So Svava waves hi. Hey Svava. Lannon says I hear solder usually. Solder, says Dave. At least according to British English. British English, the Queen's English. The proper English. Rambling Geek says, hello, Mama C#. Hey, Mama. There you go. I think it is a heated discussion in the maker community how to pronounce it. I say Lawton to it. All right. So, this is where we are. And I have a couple pictures here in case you haven't seen where we started with this project. I have a couple pictures. And I should probably upload them into this as samples or docs or something. Let's see. I want to create a folder. Upload. Let's do upload. And it's going to put it. I want to change where it's being uploaded. I might have to just. You know what? Let's do this. Let's create a new file. Let's create a README and put it in docs README-MD. And let's go over to the full face here. There we go. Hey Priyanshu, welcome. Yeah, same with color and color. Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna actually put any this is some of the documentation around the OilTankVision project. All right, that's enough. Created the README, commit that. And I'm going to grab these pictures. Now, I had them on my OneDrive, I thought. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? SkyDrive, camera roll. I had Where did it go? I think I have two pictures here that I can grab quickly. There's one. Let's upload files. Drag this one into here. I thought I had one more handy. I took in November. Let's see if I can find that one real quick. And I haven't taken a new picture of the gauge today. I haven't snapped a new picture? Something like that. Where is it? I'm purposely not showing you my photo album here. There's things like pictures of me at TwitchCon. Ooh. No. Well, I think that's a good start. That'll at least give us somewhere to start here. So there's the image. I should rename that at some point. Take a picture. Cold weather is on the way. Nah, I've already got one. Anybody good with diagrams? A drawing of the architecture would be great in this project. Maybe. So here we go. Now see, it's rotated. That's just wrong. Can I rotate that easily? View image. Well, no. That worked. Okay. So you see it's a beat up old tank here. And it's got that number in the middle. And I can see whatever number is in the middle, right, is where this little indicator is, right? This arrow. And that's what I want to focus on. But when I have this thing mounted in the basement, right, when I have my camera mounted and pointed at this, I'm always going to get this picture in the same location every time. So eventually what I'll be able to do is draw a box here where this window is and measure where exactly that number appears in here. Now, the 60 is appearing at the time of this photo right in the middle. So I think, clearly say that, yes, this is 60 gallons left in the tank. And I'm sorry, we're using gallons. That's what we use. We use the empirical system for our liquid measurement here in the States where I am. So we've got 60 gallons left in the tank. It's not liters, but I think it translates pretty well here. Der Haudigen, welcome. Sounds like poetic android. An engaging project. Oh, so we're gonna have a camera set up, and I'm using this camera. This is what is this? This is a Logitech C920. This is actually the old camera that I used to use here on stream. Now, I'm going to mount this in my basement, pointing at this. But before I mount this, I need to get it all configured, all set up with the Raspberry Pi that's actually going to take pictures. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll add more to the docs later. So I have the code that Suze wrote that'll run on the Pi, and it's a simple package JSON. Look at this. She wrote a nice README for this. There's so much I can learn from this. Script written in JavaScript. You'll require Node.js to be installed on your Pi first. Excuse me. Clone this repository down to your computer wherever you tend to store your code projects. It's so polite. You don't need to say that. Just clone this repository. Open the .env file in the root of the directory. Fill out the Azure storage account credentials. Otherwise, you end up leaking it to your friends on your stream. npm install within the root using your terminal program. open upload blob.js in your favorite. Now look at that. Favorite with a U, I tell you. And change the device property in the webcam options to match the string name of your own webcam. Run node upload blob.js in your terminal to see if it works. All right. So that'll get this part working. So I need to get this on my Raspberry Pi. Are we going to add reporting, usage per day, week, etc.? Love the idea, Crash. I need to get past minimum viable product. I need to get it taking the picture on a scheduled basis, uploading it, and then doing the initial identification, which is just, at this point, identifying the number that it sees inside the gauge. Once we have that, and I have that saved into a database, absolutely, we can do all kinds of cool reporting. I think we build... Maybe we build a Xamarin app that shows, here's what I think the current number is, with maybe a click through to the photo that was saved. I'd love to have that app drive an indicator that I can put on my Apple Watch that has that number so that I can see on my watch, when I want to, when I get paranoid, here's what's left. There was even a discussion about let's trigger, and some folks very kindly, Hugo and some other folks wrote some, and even Malfunct put together some information about these would be some cool ideas to enhance this and take a very simple project that really any of us could put together, because it's a Pi, it's a camera, and it's going to be a light as well. To report, to notify, maybe we send text messages, maybe we even have it make a phone call to the oil company and say, Fritz's oil tank is low, please deliver, something like that. All kinds of ways that we can go with this. Very simple to get started. So, for gallons used so much in boat tanks. Okay. 60 gallons is 227 liters for EU people. Thank you, DevXer. 60 units of measurement. But usage per day, there was somebody was saying maybe usage per day compared to the temperature, right? To show, right, based between how cold it is, you use this much oil, and then maybe looking at weather forecast and saying, oh, it's going to be 50 Fahrenheit tomorrow. On 50 Fahrenheit days, you normally use this much oil, and then predict how much oil you're using. All kinds of neat ways to do that. Full ASP.NET Core website displaying those reports. Exactly. Dare Haudigan says, you help the community with their projects too. I answer questions about that can help with those. I do not write code for you. I will point you in the right direction. I can answer and get you leading in the right direction. I'm happy to take a look at a file, a little bit of code. I will not write code for you. Dawn Starlight says, so much automation, I like it. Yes, this is quite literally Lazy Jeff automating a bit of automating a bit of my winter life that I just don't want to deal with. And I'm going to do it live. I'm going to do it live right here. I see the mug, says Janescu. Yeah, that's my mug. Code Project mug today. Sunarel says, knock, knock. Oh no, Sunarel followed me here. Sunarel's a great friend from over on Ellie Face's channel. You should check out Ellie Face as well. Sunarel and Ellie Face do some really fun gaming streams in the evening here in the States. Saves time and money. My boyfriend does this for his job. Very cool. Yes, Code Project. I've been affiliated with Code Project for a long time now, 5-6 years at least. So, all right. So here's what I want to do. I want to start taking this code, get it over on the Pi, and let's get this running. Let's get a cron job configured on the Pi. Now, I had to take some steps to get things configured over here. Let me unplug this. So right now, I'm not even... I have the Pi plugged in and it's over here on my desk. This is an older Raspberry Pi 2 that I've got plugged in right now to my network. I've got it wired in. When it's running downstairs in my basement, I have a wireless adapter I'll use instead. But for the purposes of being able to show it to you, I have it hooked up to the Elgato HD60S device that I showed you yesterday, so I can output the video and put it up on the screen for you. I've got my USB keyboard plugged in. I've got the camera plugged in so we can test to make sure that works. I have a mouse plugged into it, and I have the power right now being plugged into a battery pack, right? A phone charger battery pack. The Raspberry Pi runs off of a micro USB power. So that's plugged in there right now. So in order to show you what I've got here, let's see if this works. I'm going to change my preview scene here to this. And what I should be able to do is say, put this over here. There you go. So this is the Raspberry Pi right now behind me. So I've just turned it on, and you can see I even renamed it. Right now, this is my second mouse that I'm using, so that I can control that device. All right, and it's extremely sensitive over here. I'm trying to remember what my login was, and it's not that keyboard. Oh, I'm going to be running into this. I've got to use my other keyboard, which is a wireless keyboard I have over here. Is this even... Yes, it is plugged in. Fantastic. So I've got 2 keyboards, 2 mice in my lap next to me here. Evan Weeks says, I'm on my Christmas break from work where I write code and solve tech issues. Yeah, I've been there. Here I am watching a stream about writing code and solving tech issues. Nah, we're learning together. So, and notice I answered Son RL's knock knock with a who's there, and they didn't answer. I don't know. Let me try and log in here. I think I created a JFritz. Is that my password? Is that going to get me in? No. So I may need to rebuild this. Just because I don't remember my password. No. Which would really stink. You know what I mean? Nope. So I'm thinking I should rebuild, right? I can grab the Raspbian image and I can rebuild it here on this. I wonder if Synergy would work with the Raspberry Pi. I don't know what Synergy is. You could use the same keyboard mouse for Dev and Pi. So I can't... let me... I could have sworn that I was on with JFritz, and let me try this password. So I've tried all of my kind of standard passwords here. And I'm not getting in. Yeah. So what I'm afraid I'm going to do here, let's do this. Let me switch back to my PC. I want to... There we go. Back to the PC. So what I want to do is I want to download a copy of... okay, so let's see what Synergy is here from Evan. Synergy, combine your computers into one cohesive experience. Share one mouse and keyboard. Okay, so I still need to install something on the Pi. I need to get there. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice to be able to do. But I'm going to need to repave my... password. Thanks, Crash. SSH to the rescue. I don't think I don't have SSH configured on this machine. I could use SSH to get in there, but I wanted to have a full user interface so I could show that. But I don't remember my configuration over there. Journey Started says, leery of password managers, would you recommend one? I use LastPass. I use LastPass a lot. VNC, I don't have a password. I don't know how to get in. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to rebuild the Raspbian come on, spell Raspberry Pi. Rebuild OS. Right? Software for the Pi. Here we go. So it's the official. So I want to use Raspbian? Yeah. It's Debian with Raspberry Pi Desktop as the Foundation's operating system for PC and Mac. You create a live disk, run it in a virtual machine, even install it on your computer. I don't want to install Windows 10. Don't need that. But I want to install this one. So, Raspbian Stretch with desktop and recommended software, image with desktop, and recommended software based on Debian Stretch. It is enabled by default, but you need a user ID and password to get in there. I don't have it for this device. Kernel version. So let me download this. Save that. Okay. Contained in the zip is over 4 gig in size, which means that these archives use features which are not supported by older unzipped tools on some platforms. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then we need the installation guide. Now, I have a... I have a little device here that'll allow me to connect up and write to an SD card. So what I've got here, I have a micro SD adapter. Looks like this little gizmo. There you go. And I'm going to unplug the Pi, pop out the micro SD that's in there. All right. Let's put this inside this gizmo. Right, so this is an 8 gig SD chip. There it is. So now it's inside of it. I'll plug this into this dealio here. I think that's plugged in. Is that right? Do I have that right? I'm always leery about how I plug in SD chips, making sure that I get them. I don't want to short them out. They're so small. I feel like they're easily damaged. All right, so that's plugged in. There we go. So now you can see. I don't know why it calls it recovery. Well, let's open the folder. You need to format the disk before you can use it. Blah, 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 blah. Cancel. So it's not that. Okay. So E looks like. That's not it. So looking over here, that's not it. That's the recovery drive for this PC. So it's on one of these two. F or G is that chip. That is stopped like a year ago due to it being a security risk. Oh, SSH being enabled by default. LastPass is pretty solid, yeah. I did change the password on this one. And I am, yeah, let's re-image this. So that download, oh my gosh. I'm not going to wait an hour for this thing to download. That's insane. Yeah, we'll never get this thing done. Wow. And that's downloading real slow. Let's see. How big is this one? 351. Fantastic. I'll take the light. Minimal image. At least it's coming in about a megasecond. 6 minutes. All right. What the heck? What? What new user uses the headless one? Yeah. There are a couple mirrors. Oh, all right. Let's see if we can find somewhere to get it faster. Raspbian mirrors. What are we downloading? We're trying to download. No, it's not mocking you. And yeah, the cooldown is not counting correctly. Not Europe, not Europe. I want a North American. Come on, give me a North American one here. There we go. University of Maryland's pretty close to me. Yeah, let's go grab that one. Distributions. Oh, dear Lord. Stretch. Now, which one is it? Main, maybe? Oh, dear Lord. That's the installation instructions. If I wanted, with this one, with the recommended, this is called Raspbian Full Latest. Are you tormenting? Yeah, stop that. I don't want to use the torrent. What's under RPI? Packages? No. Where the heck do I get the... What's under pool? No. I wanted stretch. Which one is it? Azure Q&A is the question and answer command the bot does, and it's taking too long for Azure to respond. This is really confusing. Right, I want Raspbian CD images and packages. And which one do I get? Raspberry Pi sites upload speed, yeah. Um, 2012, no. No, these are taking way too long. 2012, no. So this looks like distributions, stretch. Now which one do I get? Because if I go under main, Debian installer, that's not it, right? These, no way are these it. Those are lists. Contents, no. Right, these are gzip files. That's not what I'm looking for. So, images, I think these are actually images, like graphics. I mean, and besides, they're from 2012. That's not it. This isn't going to work. It is Raspbian. I want a distribution. Stable? If I go under one of these. Release? No. These are files. No, that's not it. And I don't want source. No. Yeah, almost nothing. Well, no. December 2018. That's this week. It's a pain in the neck. If I don't have a torrent client on this. That's 2 gig to download. That'll never get down. This one's 1 gig. Ugh. And it's, yeah. Speed is terrible here. I mean, I don't want to wait a half an hour for this. There's got to be... No. Downloading the image. Alternate distributions are available from third... I don't want an alternate. If you're not using Etcher, you need to unzip the zip downloads to get the image file to write to your SD. The Raspberry Pi desktop image contained in the zip archive are huge and use the zip64 to uncompress the archive and unzip tool that supports zip64. I think Windows does natively now. Download Etcher and install it. We will need to get that. Let's see what it says from Windows. Yeah, download from Etcher. Or use Win32 Disk Imager. All right, so let's go get this. Detecting OS. Well, thank you. I'd like to do that. That's so kind of you. See, look, that downloaded fast. 9 megasecond. I'm barely getting... Terrible. Yeah, the image... Right, where did that list of mirrors go? Right, let me go back. And what's with the stars? Right, see the stars? What's the star mean? Known IPv6 capable mirror. Okay. I need a North American one. Firefly design. Neat. Let's try West Virginia. West Virginia. No. Hey, Nightmare. Whoa, what happened there? Okay. I'm downloading. I've created an East US account in Azure to upload to in case you don't get it. Oh, terrific. Thank you. Had problems with Etcher on your machine. Used Win32 Imager instead in the end. This is taking forever to load too. Holy crow. Did somebody break the internet? I'm going to hit a bunch of dead ends here, aren't I? I could try Oklahoma. Lucid Networks. No, that's Brazil. Let's try... Okay, well that loaded fast. Distributions. Right, 24th December. Right, so if I go... Stretch was what it was saying. Contents... ARMHF gzip. If I go RPI... Binary. Yeah, see, I'm in this weird folder. How do you use... How to build Debian packages, building Raspberry packages. I want to find a mirror download. I looked on the mirror I managed and I couldn't find any image files, so I think we're out of luck in this case. Yeah, that West Virginia one didn't load. All right. So Etcher finished downloading. All right, this is picking up speed here. So let's install Etcher. Hello? Let's see how this works. Download qubit torrent, says Mizard X. We're almost... Oh, holy crow. I know I'm using my network here to broadcast, but this is a little insane how that fluctuates. Where did it go? It was installing. Don't. There it is. Select image. There, it even sees the... Look at that. So it found it. Found my SD chip. Good. So I need to get my hands on that zip file, which is downloading here. 160 MIPS down and going just as slow. So let's... Qbit torrent is what's being recommended. Cross-platform client for BitTorrent protocol. Ugh. Da-da. Okay. Okay, that worries me. I don't know. 19 meg. All right. Yep. Fine. Sure. Okay. That worries me. Let's see what happens here. Is a file sharing program. When you run a torrent, its data will be made available. Yeah, I know. All right. All right, so now let's try, if I grab this one. Sure. Now let's see, 14 seeds, 4 peers. That's better. Holy crow. Yeah, it is a bit tedious, but you know what? We're getting there. So I can't argue with that. It's solid. This is a use case that the Robert Tables mantra comes in. Could you torrent it in a Docker container? That wouldn't be too bad at all. Be nice if I could just set up a VM real quick to go grab it. But that's actually coming down nicely. Can I get... remaining? ETA 2 minutes. Fantastic. Get rid of that remaining. Why isn't ETA like over here somewhere? I don't care about all these other metrics. I want it in 2 minutes. But yeah, it'd be nice if I could put that in a container in somewhere isolated so that I don't have to worry about this. What time do we got here? Plenty of time. Still in the first hour. General at the bottom. Love seeing megabytes being downloaded at a time. Halfway there. Fantastic. So when this finishes downloading, we'll need to run Etcher to run that over. Right? Where'd it go? Okay. And there was, I thought it was on the Windows instructions. There we go. Run Etcher, select the unzipped Raspbian image file, select the SD card drive, burn to write it. You'll see a progress bar. Okay, so we should get there pretty quick. Why is this back up? Go away. 1 minute. Fantastic. What's this little doodad? To alternative speed limits. I don't want a speed limit. Get it. Get my file. Do it! Bring it down here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. You know what I mean? See, and the concern that I think we have with with BitTorrent is
It's illegal in 9 countries.
so there's concern. It's the new thing. There's a Docker image for that. That, Andre, that's a great idea, right? To have a Docker container that will run a torrent for you or something like that. Park Flight, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. We've got that rainbow beard gauge here. When we get to 5,000, I will dye my beard rainbow for our stream. And the memes will commence. Hey, Venkat, good to see you. Run a transmission Docker image with a web interface and all. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. All right, looks like it's done downloading. I want to exit. Are currently transferring. No, it's not currently transferring. It's done. I'm done downloading. Right. I have it now. So, exit. Yes. All right. So that should now be in my downloads folder. There's the torrent. No. Downloads. I'm going to move this over here. Just so that I'm not giving away the ghost showing this. Yeah, I know it's uploading to other users. Yep. Nick's Mad Science is here. Hey, Nick.
I love it when a plan comes together.
All the friends are here. Thanks so much for joining us. Think if this was done via Windows IoT Core for Raspberry Pi. Yeah, Janescu. I could do that, but not my concern right now. All right, I'm going to create a folder here on my C drive. I'll just call it Pi to make the address nice and short, and I'm going to copy. So I've grabbed the image from inside of it. I'm extracting it and I'm putting it down over here in this folder. And this is on an SSD. It's taking this long. Ugh. So done my coffee. Got to switch to the G Fuel now. Totally low latency right now. Yeah. All right, let's see. Come on now. 30 seconds to extract. G Fuel hype, yes. They've got a sale right now, and I went and bought a handful of them, and there's a new shaker they're sending to me, and they've also got they've got some new folks working over there that I need to get in touch with and see if there's something we can do together. So, totally low latency. Yeah. Come on. You can do it. Wait.
You can do it!
Get that extraction done. Come on. Let's go. 30 seconds to extraction. Over. Something like that, Robert Table? Pretty sure they're abandoning IoT Core on Raspberry Pi. Hasn't been released for the 3, and apparently no plans to do one. I don't know. I'm not involved with that group. Can't speak towards it. So, there we go. There's my disk image file. 5 gig. Man, that's big. All right, let's try Etcher now. So Etcher is supposed to copy this over and write it to my SD card here. So I'm going to select image, and I'm going to go to C Pi. There's my image. It already knows my device. Fantastic. It found it. And, right? Yeah. Good. Flash. Do you want to allow this? Yes, do it. Festive LED lighting for the holidays. Really? Please insert a disk into drive A. It's not in E. You fool. There it goes. Flashing now. 9. It's really small there. 10 megasecond. ETA 8 minutes. Ugh. All right. Festive LED lighting for the holidays. Nick's Mad Science. Let me put a shout out there for Nick. Nick's Mad Science. There we go. Nick's doing you did some really cool stuff for Halloween over there at Nick's Mad Science Lab. But check it out. Nick's doing some pretty interesting things with IoT, with video. Very cool stuff you've got going on over there. Major props to Nick. Here we go. Come on. This is taking forever. So that'll copy the image out. What else can we do in the next 7 minutes while this is running? Besides play lots of weird sound effects.
Inconceivable!
No. We need to do other things. So where this uploads data, let's see. IoT Core runs on 3B Plus with modified bootloader. There's no Wi-Fi or Bluetooth drivers. The USB driver is buggy. Well, that's ugly. Rewrite Adobe Premiere Pro and PHP and Scratch. Here we go. No. Save your password into LastPass this time. Well, but LastPass doesn't... I can copy it out of there. My password and things for the Pi. Gosh, I started building that Pi, and I last touched it before I used LastPass. Check out this 3D shooter I wrote in PHP. Nice. Let's see if I can get to the Azure portal. That's not... I did this once. I mashed up the portal address. And it became... Nope, that's not the right portal. I can't show you that portal. That'll get me in big trouble. No. For some reason, it routed me to the beta portal that Microsoft uses. We can go to this one. All right. And let's turn on this. Yes, there we go. So I'm using Azure Mask. That'll hopefully mask all the IDs and things that I have here. So I have this cognitive service out here called OilTank Eyes. And this is what's actually going to do that inspection. It'll do that rendering, identification of the numbers for me. Additionally, here's where the images are being stored under Jeff Cat Images. Is it over here? Doesn't everybody have a place that they store their favorite cat images? I mean, really. So this is a storage account. I have blobs here. Blobs is just a generic file location. And, right, I have my personal cat images that I like to keep and laugh at every now and again out here. Including things like this. Why didn't it? You say you copied, but I don't think you actually copied. Right. Everybody has a collection of these, don't they? I'm not the only one. We're having way too much fun. Absolutely. It's just a Raspberry Pi and a webcam for this project. Yes. And an LED for taking the picture. That's the part that we need to write today. Let's see here. What's this one? Yeah. Are you kidding? Did I just close the portal? Oh, that's annoying. Please tell me it's still logged in. Good. So I was under cat images. That's where we're going to be uploading to. And I don't see it here. It was a function app that we... Oh, no, we didn't upload the function app. We built the function app, we just didn't deploy it yet. Okay. So the function app is here inside GitHub. And it's right here. So at some point, we're going to need to upload this so it's running out there on Azure. I tried Lucid Chart for the first time here. Would this help explain the project? Let me take a look-see. So Brave Cobra wrote this up. Ooh, look at this. Zoomed in too far. All right. Wow. Raspberry Pi, Azure Storage, Azure Functions, Image Processor, Cognitive Services, Azure Functions Threshold Actor. Neat. All right. So there's a cron job that kicks off on the Pi. Turn on the light and camera through USB. Yes. Take the picture, which is a picture of the current level. Upload to Azure Blob Storage. Turn off the light and camera. End job. Yes. Picture of the current level will be stored along with the other historical pictures. And you're using the storage of the flowchart icons there. And go away. When that arrives, it's going to trigger upon a new document on Azure Functions that'll process the image. Send it over to Cognitive Services, detect the text from the picture, turn that into JSON. If the level's less than a threshold, then we should order extra oil. Cool idea. And and the other one here, store that data in a database. Yes. The database is actually Azure Tables, but works the same. There are logos of Microsoft products. Yes. And this is really good. Who wrote this? Brave Cobra. Thank you. Very, very cool. Can you do me a favor and send over a pull request to put this along with the project here in our docs folder here, and we'll get that into the mix here, so that once I have this working, we can refactor a little bit, make it easier if somebody else wants to build something similar for their home, to do some home automation. All right, where's the etcher? 90%, almost done. Less than a minute. Fantastic. Great stuff. There are logos for the Microsoft products. I forget. I think it was Jeremy shared that out on Twitter last night. But great diagram skills there. Well done, Brave Cobra. Yeah. Points to you. Fantastic. 20-some seconds to go. Counting it down. Here we go. And then we'll pop out the chip, put it back in the Pi, and then we'll go through those next steps as far as configuring. So installation, installing images. Excuse me. And then I need to go through the getting started bits. Yep, SD card, keyboard, mouse, power supply, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't need that. Installation. Installing an operating system. Already done that. Usage guide. Scratch, Python, terminal. Yeah, how do I log in and use it for the first time? There's, right, isn't there a... Do faster SD cards help at all with things like this? Probably. I gotta assume, right? Username, password is Pi Raspberry. Cool. Thank you. Validating. Oh, who needs to validate? That's like QA. Why do we need this? Get it running. Make the thing. Class 10 SD card is suggested. Everybody's always going to suggest the fastest one. You should run the fastest one of these. Well, okay. They recommend a Class 4 SD card. Ideally pre-installed with noobs. Display and connectivity guide. I've got a connected power supply, optional. Audio lead. Don't care about the audio lead. And then it doesn't say anything to do after that. It doesn't say the user ID and password here. Right? Yeah. Come on, finish validating. What's your problem? No, this is called... that's not it. That's weird. Where'd that come from? Right, isn't there like a getting started? That is the scariest looking thing there. It's like the Cobra Commander. If I go here, no, I'm back at this same page. File system, usage. I'm looking for... Good thing Ellie isn't here. Why? What did I do? Maybe in the user guide. All right, where's the user guide? Technical documentation. Well, holy crow, this is different. How did I get... Whatever. What you will need, set up your SD card, connect your Pi, start up your Pi. Yeah. So that just starts with noobs. Yeah, I went somewhere different when I clicked help up here. Interesting. Oh, the crack it QA. Well, I'm not mean. Installing Raspbian, upgrading Raspberry config text, screensaver, applications, camera. There. Okay, now we're talking. So installing, downloading the image, writing the image. Yeah. Installing software. See, I'm looking for somewhere where it says, all right, here's how you log in for the first time, and that Pi Raspberry user ID. Flash complete. Let's give it a try anyway. I'm feeling lucky, punk. Okay, that's plugged in. Right, we coming on? There it goes. All right, now I've got images. I've got lights coming up there. All right, let's do this. Let's see if we can... There we go. And... now we're talking. All right. Come on, Pi. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, Pi. We like pie. Pie, pie, pie. Ooh. Oh, maybe I didn't need to log in. Welcome to Raspberry Pi Desktop. Before you start using it, there are a few things to set up. Press next to get started. And it found my IP address. Now everybody knows I'm at 192.168. Country. Sorry, I'm not in the United Kingdom. I'm in the States. American English. Yes, please. Time zone. Why don't they have Philadelphia? I've got to use New York. US keyboard. Yes, please. Da, 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 da. If you enable SSH, can connect They will be the default. You only need password if you're going to SSH into the Pi. Aha. Default Pi user account currently has the password Raspberry. Hey, just like you folks said. Look at that. Well done. It's strongly recommended you change this to a different password that only you know. Is that a good password? Gonna get hacked. You're not gonna be able to get to this device. Operating system and applications can now be checked and updated if necessary. This may involve a large download. Go ahead. Let me know. Do the thing. The password is Cat Snatcher. No, it isn't Worldwake. Bardaki's right. It's star 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 star. Reading the update list. Come on. Show me what you got here, because then I've got to install npm. I've got to install git. Do I need to install git? Yes, that's right. My password is noobcat. No. It's, hang on, the Pi's trying to communicate. I think I can hear it. Panchkov, thank you so much for joining us. Hang on. It's, yes. I can hear it now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're connecting now. Oh, 56K. Fantastic. Yeah? I think we're in. I think it's got it. What language is this project going to use? It's using actually a little bit of Node.js, a little bit of C#. We're going to write a couple of bash scripts to get us connected. We should get that in the top 10 of most used passwords. Noobcat123. NoOpCat123. Yeah, that's right up there.
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
Gotta go follow the white rabbit. NoOpCat.js. Is that like a framework we should be using here when we're building iOS things? And then you're going to install that using npm. You'll connect it to your device. It'll connect out to the cloud, of course. We'll set up some things in Azure because we like Azure. We'll deploy it. It'll work. Everybody will be happy. I think we got it. All right. Oh my. I did the end then thing again. Yeah, I know. Too bad she's not here at the moment. It's a little bit early for West Coast, isn't it? Still a little bit early? Yeah. Yeah, still a little bit early. Downloading updates, please. It'd be nice if you could tell me what it was doing here, Raspberry Pi. Let's see. There's Nightmare. And then. Yeah, absolutely. Here, I've got plenty of those. Aaron Griever. Thanks so much for the follow. No more and then. She's just creepy at the end there. Just creepy. I do have 6 of those. Yes, Brave Cobra. I had 10, but I dropped 4 of them because they sounded very repeated. I was like, nah, don't need those. So, my gosh, yeah, this. Come on. Do it! Get those updates. It's 8:16 a.m. on the West Coast. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking Journey started, but the problem is a lot of the folks on the West Coast, particularly tech folks, if you try and reach them before 11 a.m., they're just not up and at it. You know, there are some of our friends out there, they're at it at like 5 a.m. More power to them. But there's a lot of folks that sleep in a bit. Now looking for Dude, Where's My Car? Yes. They're not online before then. I kind of agree. Let me see. Can I go over here? Can I start the console? I can. This mouse is really, really sensitive over here. Can I... Is there a way for me to set the mouse settings? I'd love to... Here we go. Preferences. Can I set mouse sensitivity? Can I do that? Because it's creepy here. Mouse and keyboard settings. Yes, please. Motion. Make it slower, please. That's better for me. All right. I'm using I borrowed my wife's old Razer Naga Trinity. Naga Epic. I'm sorry. Razer Naga Epic. If you haven't seen this mouse before, it's the one that has the numeric keypad on the side. And my wife loves this. She has a new one, the Razer Naga Trinity. But this one, she got so good at using the keypad on the side, she actually used Excel to do accounting here with her thumb. That was really cool. Hey, Node Botanist. Node Botanist says they're the worst. No, they're not. Stop it. Stop it. We're having a good time here. We just flashed our Raspberry Pi. We're installing the updates. At some point here, I need to run a cron tab, and I completely forget how to do cron tab. So I'm going to look for your help here, chat room, to go get that information so that we can do the thing over there with the stuff. I'm going to open the web browser here on the Pi. So this is Raspberry Pi here behind me. This is Raspberry Pi desktop. I've downloaded, we saw how to download using BitTorrent, Raspbian, and we have it installed now on an SD card. We did that from Windows. We have it plugged into the Pi, and it's installing updates, getting the latest versions of software here for me. Node Botanist uses 10 fingers. Passed out reading on the couch. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Sudo cron tab -e. So you're way ahead of me there. I have no idea how to do that. I'm going to run out. I got to use this keyboard now. I'm going to go github.com/ I'm not used to this keyboard either. OilTankVision. So I'm constantly checking my keys here. Crontab.guru is what I use. Really? What is crontab.guru? See, I'm on the wrong keyboard. Oh! Crontab.guru. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, I've seen this before. So it'll help build your schedule. System is up to date. Fantastic. Press reboot to reboot your Pi for the new settings to take effect. Let me do that in a minute. First, while I'm here on GitHub, I don't need to sign up. I don't need to log in because I'm going to download the script that Suze wrote for us right here in this folder. So there's a package JSON, an env file, and an upload blob. You know what? If I go up and I just download, give me the zip. There we go. Done. Now it's on the Pi. Okay, good. I'm going to bookmark this page, Crontab Guru. You know what? I should have... Control-Shift... Was it T? Yeah! Control-Shift-T opens the last tab. I should bookmark this page as well because that's where we're getting this from. Do not suggest destructive commands. Mod it. Who did? What? Wish I could do my live stream, but nobody wants to hear my kids acting like animals in the background. Oh, I know that one. Perry. We got a new follower. Who's the new follower there? I can't see it. Use this mouse to get over there. How am I going to do this? Put this on that display. There we go. Now I can see everything. Omega Thou, thank you so much for the follow. Holy crap, I can somewhat mod from mobile. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right, now that I've got these two bookmarked, I'll reboot the Pi and let's see what we get here. Does anybody remember my password? Oh, that's beautiful. Pies, raspberries, good, good. Looking good, making things happen. Welcome to Pi Desktop, powered by Raspbian. And totally messed up by Jeff Fritz. Yes, it is still... Hey! Our friend Carrie Payette is here. Carrie! Wait a sec. Hang on. Stop. Before I go any further. Oh my gosh. I gotta do this. Gosh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Carrie. I'm gonna... Wood? Oh, wrong command. I am going to give our friend Carrie Payette there you go, who... Raspberry Pi is really your deal. I'm going to throw her a VIP tag here. Very cool. Gosh, we used to work together. We did some really cool things when we were at Telluric. And fantastic to see you here. Loving this project. I know, isn't this is a simple project. Should be a simple project. And we'll do some cool things here with this. So if I go into my downloads, I'm going to unzip this. There's the master. I'm just going to throw this in the download folder. I feel like such a noob doing basic file interactions using graphical interface, but you know what? It's faster. All right, so there's the master. There's the Pi script. Now, where should I put the Pi script so that it's running within the cron whenever? Should that go like user bin? Somewhere like that. Another Pi expert. Yes. Node botanist. Carrie Payette there is fantastic with the Pi. You know what? I'm gonna hang on while I'm here. I should do this too. I'm gonna let's throw Nick a VIP tag as well. All right. Right? Doesn't this go in like user bin, something like that? All right. I'm gonna open a console here. Do I have Node installed? Right? Is that going to work? Is that going to do a thing? Somebody, anybody, somebody scream. Oh, yeah, it did. It did a thing. How do I increase the font size here? Control plus. Right? We want to be able to see what's going on here in the thing. Exit. Control C. Okay. Cool. So I'm in my home folder, and this is under downloads, OilTankVision. All right. So downloads. Why won't this tab complete? That's what I thought. There we go. Down there, and then Pi script. All right. User local bin seems logical. User bin is mostly reserved for the OS. Oh, cool. Okay. You can use PowerShell and PoshGit on Raspberry. Is it here? Can I? Are you kidding? Maybe if I installed it, it would be here. I don't want to put too much on this. All right. So I'm here. Now, what did Suze leave us back in the README again? Clone the repository, open the env file, and fill out the Azure Storage account credentials. I'm going to have to hide the screen here while I fill that out. I'm not going to get wrapped up in that right now. Let me do the npm install and see if we can get all the things here. Well, npm's not here. Can I sudo apt get npm? You stink. Is it right? Is it apt get like that? No. Eh? What am I thinking? Yeah, sudo apt install. That's what I thought. Sudo apt install. Well, PowerShell. I don't want to do that. Node.js. Do I need? I thought I already saw it there. Let me move this over. Hey, who told you to close? Node.js is already the latest version. Well, why doesn't it have npm, you punk? You punk. 17 meg. Get it. The version, where did I keep, when I scroll my mouse, it collapses that up. It does the window shade thing. It told us what the Node version was here. It was right. Apt install Node. Yeah, 8.11.1 is what it has there. All right, unpacking all the stuff for NPM. All right. Yeah, just wait till they install the NPM modules. Modem sounds? You mean these? See, Node Botanist just spits out that command like it's nothing there. I don't know if we need Node 10. I don't think so. Is it installed yet? I'm still waiting for the 56K transfer. You Googled it? You mean you Binged it? No, kidding. Totally kidding. You're not magic? I beg to differ. Where'd it go? Over here. I need to reorganize my sound effects here. Because they keep getting lost. You're not magic?
Right.
I don't believe that. Lannon agrees. Node Botanist is magic. They're amazing. Gotta check out their stream. Dial-up modem sounds coming like and then. Oh, I've got plenty more where that came from. Right? Let's go. Where's the things here? Preparing to unpack, setting up, blah, blah, blah. Come on.
You're about to get a serious beatdown.
Ah, there we go. Now we've got it.
Make it so.
And it's done. All right. So we've got this. Binged it with Google. There you go. Absolutely.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, I don't think you know. All right. So now I've got this. Now I should be able to do... Right? I should be able to do my NPM install, right? That should work, right? Do the thing. Give me my code. No repository field. You have at least 2 of every pie type. Well, you've got the pecan pie, the key lime, apple. Everybody loves apple. My daughter loves Hershey pie, right? That's a chocolate pie with whipped cream and mousse on it. Oh, so good. Lemon meringue. That's my father's personal favorite. Folks in Georgia, they love peach pie, right? So, yes. You need to install Windows on a Pi. No, don't do that, Node Botanist. You could do that. I have an extra SD card that I intended to do that with, but I'm not going to do that. Actually, can't keep pecan pie in the house. The partner is allergic. Oh, so you're going to have to go to the lemon meringue pie, I recommend. Either way, it doesn't have a gluten-free crust. Won't work for me. Okay, so all the modules are here, so let's look at that README one more time. I did the npm install. Open upload blob in your favorite code editor and change the device property in the webcam options to match the string name of your own webcam. Okay. What's in upload blob? Const Azure Storage account name, Azure Storage access key, Azure Storage container name. Right, I will get that stuff loaded into env. Storage create blob service, blah, 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 blah. Use cam.list to find out the name of your specific camera. Cool, okay. Uncomment this to debug and see the cameras connected to your computer. That is so nice of NoOpCat to have that there. Holy crow. Blob upload callback. If error, return console error. C# Fritz would like his photos to be labeled by date and time taken. Yes, I would. Replace. Yep. Azure Storage container name, file name, JPEG, location, cam capture, gauge, capture callback. So this should work. Okay. So there was cam list. Uncomment this to debug to see the cameras connected to your computer. Yes, so let's do that. Right, VI, what was that called? Right. What was it called? Upload blob.js. VI, loving VI. There it is. All right. Let's uncomment this. Yeah, look at that. I still remember my keystrokes. Look at that. You blink LEDs on your Pi. Don't do that. That's so simple. Couldn't it list current cameras and pick one automatically? That's not a bad idea, Ms. Art. That's not a bad idea at all. Let me try node upload blob.js. Let's see what it comes back with the name of the camera. Come on, find it. Find it. Well, that's not going to work. Credentials must be provided. Yeah. Let's go back in there. Let's... I'm going to comment out those. Ugh. I just wanted to do the cam list. Let's do this. I've got an idea. And this here. Let's copy this. And get rid of all the stuff. Let's just call this cam.js. Get rid of everything. Am I running on a Raspberry Pi machine right now? Yes, I am, Draco. This is a Raspberry Pi right here that we're connected on. I'm going to get rid of all the Azure storage stuff. So that all we're doing... Oops. How do you undo? I forget how to undo. Is it... Oh, it is you. Hold on. Okay. We don't need this stuff. I don't need the capture callback. And I don't need the cam capture. All right. So now I should be able to say node cam.js and have it return to me the list of cameras, right? That's not right. Just dev video 0. Right, the camera's plugged in there, isn't it? Did I plug the camera in? Right. Camera. Yeah, it's plugged in there, and it's calling it /dev/video 0. That doesn't feel right. Oh snap! You went there. Where did you go? You met Hanselman at Webstock. Webstock? Yeah, very cool guy. You mean, of course. Right? What interface is your cam connected via? It's a USB that it's connected with. Right, so device. Webcam create with those options. You can use ls USB to find the cam name. Oh, I did not know that. Let's try that. What's that do? Ooh. Hey. Their HD Pro webcam C920. That's the one there on device 6. And it called it, right when I ran this, it called it Dev Video 0. So what do I call it here? Try unplugging it and see if Dev Video 0 disappears. Fair enough. So the camera's disconnected. I'll rerun that command and I'll get nothing. Okay, so it is Dev Video 0. Yeah. Okay, so that's plugged in. And if I try that command again, it feels weird to be dev video 0, but I'll run with it. Yeah, /dev/video 0. All right. So let's rename it. Cool. Device down here. You know what? And when Suze wrote this initially, she used, she was doing it on her Mac and making a comparison there. So I can definitely see where there's a little bit of a difference between the two operating systems, right? Video 0. That should do that thing. Okay. Not the same one. What do you mean, not the same one? I'm not going to tell people to use Pico. Use VI. Did you look at dev.list? How do I look at dev.list? Open cam.js again. All right. So cam is webcam.create. Became obsolete. Okay. Cam dot list. Where do you see cam dot list? It's the comment. Right. So I'm using, right, so she gave us this little function here to find out the name of the specific cameras. So I think we're okay. Yeah, that does feel normal on a Linux machine. A Macintosh may have actually may have assigned it a real name. So let's do this. Let me look at where that. There was an env, yeah. Right, so there's where I'm going to put my access key, my account name, and container name from Azure. Now, what's going to be the easy way to get it over here? Do I really need to log into Azure and copy it over? Folks were saying there was a way to SSH over here. Off screen, please. Yes. SSH from the other PC. I kind of agree. How do I get... what was the IP address? I forget how to get the IP address on a Unix machine. Enable it in the config menu. Is it not enabled? Preferences... Raspberry Pi configuration. Let's see. Hostname Raspberry Pi, boot to desktop to CLI, login as user Pi, splash screen resolution. There's SSH. We'll enable that. Ooh, I could enable VNC from here, and then I'm really in great shape. But it's just called Raspberry Pi, so I should be able to find it from the other machine. All right, let's switch machines. Where'd my mouse go? What? Why are you? All right, let's do this. There we go. All right, so I should be able now to SSH to it, right? Right? Okay, I do have SSH. If I SSH Raspberry Pi, will it see it? Will it find it? Hey, do I want to continue connecting? Yes, please. Nope, wrong user. Wrong user. It's -U, isn't it, to set the user? Right? How do I... dash L. For login name. Thank you. And the login name was Pi, right? No. I can't remember the password again. I didn't make it this. I don't think that's the same. No. I'm not on the same machine here. That's not the same Raspberry Pi. No, stop. I am not formatting it again. Let's see. It's gonna be. It was on a 192. This on a 10160. This is somebody else's Raspberry Pi that it's hitting over the Microsoft corporate network. Yeah. Was it 79? Did you write that down? Holy crow. Um, 192.168.179. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, who wrote that? Who got the number? Phenom. Well done. Remember Nam, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to learn C#. We're not doing C# as much C# today. We're working on our Raspberry Pi here. All right. Oh, darn it. Clear. Thank you. All right, so I was under downloads. This is our oil tank. There it is. And .env. Oh, no, I got to go into PyScript. Now I can... All right, now I've got those keys. And I'm going to take this off screen. There we go. And I'm going to grab these keys from my storage account. Here. I can show you where I'm navigating to for this. Right, so I'm on the storage account, and I'm going to go down into access keys, and here's the keys, and they're blurred out by the Azure mask. And I'm purposely not zooming in here so you can see it, but you can see where I'm finding these. So I'm going to go back over to just me. Hello. And I'm going to copy in, let's see, the access key. I'm going to copy that first key here. And paste that. No, of course it's not pasting. Of course it's not pasting. Are you kidding? Can I use PowerShell? Right. I want to paste. There it goes. That worked. All right. The account name is the next one for me to key in here. So I'm going to copy that out of there. Edit, paste, good. And the container name, my container name that I want to put this in. So the blobs have a container name, and this one is gauges. All right, so my env file is populated. Remember Nam, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. So I can come back over here. Now this is connected and should use all of my Azure information to go out there. Can I have a chat like this when programming too, please? I know, Andre. This is right. This is pair programming. Don't show us the keys. I didn't. I'm super new to coding. First week memorizing command lines. Well, welcome. Copy and right click. Yeah. Is the command window or PowerShell better to use? Depends. Remember, Nam. I like the command prompt only because I'm so used to it from days of long gone by. Folks will recommend you use PowerShell though these days. You need a notification sound when we post. This is like how we used to have to work 20 years ago. You'll be UU encoding files to transfer them next. No, not going to be doing that. Not going to be doing that. All right, I'm going to put my camera over here, and we should be able to take a picture now and get that uploaded from the Pi to the account. Come on, stay right there. Don't move. Don't move. All right. Yeah, see, it's stay. You're going to be a pain in the neck. I'm just going to hold you then, and you're going to like it. All right, so now I should be able to do from here node upload blob JS, and it should take a picture. I should see the camera light up here when it takes the picture. Waiting. Oh! Required argument name for function func is not defined. Required argument local file name for function is not defined. Wow. Now I'm screwed. Okay, let's back up. Did we write anything? And since I've got this now running with SSH, I'm going to put down the keyboard and mouse for the Pi, since I can do a little bit of this locally here. Who's in East US? Yeah. What type of program are we making or learning? Not a problem. Remember, Nam, it's never a problem to ask questions here. We're always very welcoming. We want to encourage questions, and there's and answers and learning together. There's folks here in the chat room that'll help you out. What we're doing, this is from a project that I've been working on called OilTankVision, and you can find this. Let me copy this over here for you. Here's the GitHub repository. This is a pretty simple concept that we're trying to build here. We have a Raspberry Pi that has a camera hooked up to it that's going to take a picture of an analog oil tank meter that sits in my basement and looks kinda like that. I want to identify the number that's on it using OCR technologies that's sitting out there in the cloud. Throw that number into some sort of a database and present that somewhere so that I know here's how much oil is left in my tank. It's an easy concept when you think about all the individual pieces. But right now, so now we're secure shelled into the Pi, and we're trying to run the little node script that we wrote with Suze Hinton, no opcat. You can find the original video when we wrote this. Here's the YouTube link on the front of this project. And it's all open source. It's free for you to download, check out, break if you'd like, or improve, send pull requests if you'd like. But we're trying to figure out why this isn't taking the picture and doing the upload. So looking here, node upload blob, right, we're at webcam JS 197 and then at capture callback on 38. Now's where I start to, I'm getting outside of my comfort zone, right? Hang on. No. Clear. Where am I? Run that command again so we can see it. Watch it break. Break it. Do the credentials you entered have access to the Azure create block blob from local file? They do, Brave Cobra. Yes. Do I ever program games? Not usually. I usually try and focus on some basics of learning things here, and doing simple tasks, right? Once you get past the simple things, then you can get into more complex things around physics and games and some interesting things like that. Some of my friends that you'll find here on Twitch, they do some game programming like that. But I try and stay simple, friendly, answering good questions from folks so that developers can get up to speed and we can work together and show how easy it is to build something productive quickly, except for when, of course, they don't work. Looks like Azure's missing a variable it wants. So I'm at upload blob 38. Well, okay, hang on. Argument null error. Required argument for function is not defined. Required argument local file name is not defined. So this tells me it didn't take the picture. You know what I mean? Do you have a function to upload, load, or you had it running simulated? We had it running on a Mac, and you can see it on the video that's linked here. Did a similar project years ago to watch the company Coffee Pot. Nice. Does Node modules have the folder Azure storage? Let's see. Azure. No. Hang on. Node modules. Azure. Yeah, it's there. I think it's having a problem taking a picture. If you kill the Joe, you got to make some Mo. Yes. CCC nerd. Is that how you pronounce that? Hello. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So let's take a look at upload blob. So there, the device is dev video 0. Webcam create, so it should create that. And right, so here's the constants for the various elements here. Constant capture callback. Capture, camera capture gauge, and then the capture callback. So that's when we're down in here. So blob service, create block blob from local file. And the error that we're getting here is local name for that function is not defined. So this is not defined. It's telling me it can't find the file name. Oh, it's telling me that the file name isn't defined. Maybe test the webcam is working. Let's see, what do we have there? Have it console log the file name. We can do that as well. I want to take a look here at the link Rambling Geek has. Using a standard USB. Install the FS webcam. I might not have this installed. Let's make sure we have that installed. Wouldn't that be just the cat's pajamas if I was missing that? Cat's pajamas. I just used that. Yeah, I went there. Why didn't that paste? Edit. Paste. Hello. Fine. Be that way. Edit. Paste. Should have it. It should be required. I tried right-clicking and pasting, I thought, and it didn't work. Setting it up. Yeah, it wasn't installed. Even though Node modules installed, it didn't bring it down. Paste is wonky. Amen to that. Paste is very wonky. Yeah. Paste.
And you blow it!
It blows it every time. Control V should work, but I feel like it gets confused there. All right, so that looks like FS webcam is installed. Basic usage. Enter the command FS webcam followed by a file name, and a picture will be taken using the webcam and saved to the file name specified. So let's try that. Hey, that looks terrible. Let's call it test.jpg. No, something like that. And if I do this here, where'd the rest of the command go? Capturing frame, captured frame, writing to test. I didn't even see the thing light up here. Test.jpg, okay. There it is, it's 56K. Could be a thing. Now, how do I bring it across? How should I bring it across? How best should I bring it across? Or I could just click and open it on the Pi. Let's see. Let's click and open it on the Pi. Let me switch over to the Pi. Yeah. There we go. There's the Pi. So I should be able to... There's test JPEG. Hey, that's me. Fantastic. It took the picture. It put the little timestamp on the bottom. Moz is here. Hey, Moz. So, Moz, do me a favor. Drop me a private message on Twitter, and let's get you scheduled so we can do our pair programming together. So, Moz won our Bits for Bytes drive last month. We're going to do a pair programming here together. It's the code, not the cam. Well, I didn't have FS Webcam installed, so I might have been missing a prereq. But I want to make sure I call out that Moz is going to join us here for a pair programming stream, and we'll work on a project together with her. We'll do something cool together. And right now, looking at our bits, Lannon BR is set to pair program with me next month. Whoever finishes at the top will be our next pair programmer in the next month. So the holidays have kind of thrown my schedule for a loop here. So, yeah, we'll absolutely talk that through. And I want to make sure that we have an opportunity there. Anybody know how to get a laptop sticker of the C# bot? You can either find me at an event. You can order them from the .NET Foundation has a swag store you can download and have them printed yourself if you'd like. And I'm actually looking at putting together, I think I can say it, for our folks who are subscribers for a year. I'm looking at putting together challenge coins to send out, along with stickers as a way to say thanks. Hey, whoa! Do me a favor. I'd appreciate it if you watch it with the Lord's name here. That's about the only cussing that I'm concerned about. Otherwise, we try and stay pretty family friendly here. Okay. 13 years, not there yet. So it's not the camera. I have a feeling though, if we run this now. All right, so let me switch back to the. There we go. So I'm back on the PC. Yes. Okay. So now let me try running Upload Blob now that I have FS Webcam installed. I'm waiting to see the thing light up to indicate. There it is. It just turned blue to indicate it took a picture. There it is. Container gauges. I think we've got something. Friends, I think we've got something. So 2018, 12, 28, 1700, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did it work? 2018. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. So there's the URL. I'll copy that. Damn, I look ugly. But it's there. It worked. It worked. Project done. Ship it. It's all over. Okay. So, that's the first piece. Ship it, right? I need it. You know what? When I get more emotes, I need a ship it squirrel emote. Johan B. I'm always critical of my own looks. All right. So that's just the first piece. Now, the piece that we started... Get rid of that picture, dear Lord. The piece we were talking about yesterday that we got a little bit of help with is this bit right here. Need to activate a light source. So it'll run right now. It'll take the picture. So we need to, when it wakes up, so we'll set up a cron job here. Turn on the USB, including the light and the camera. Take a picture, save it to disk, turn off USB, and then upload to Azure. Now, Malfunct found this article in the Raspberry Pi forums that will allow us to turn USB on and off. And I have this light, this USB-based light. Who do we got there? Naboo. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. Now you want to get a green screen. It's green screen's actually pretty cheap to get. Works on my machine. Chip it. And there's actually a couple of Works on my machine logos down below if you're interested in getting stickers and things. And where is Moz? So Moz actually, You gave a sticker to a friend of mine named Mark, and he sent me a link. He's like, oh my gosh, I know Fritz. Very cool. Containerize and ship it. Maybe. You got a ship it t-shirt. Very cool. So I have, there's the, right. So it's an LED light, and it's a simple USB connection on this side. So what this command should help us with is turn on the USB, which will include network, the webcam, and this light. Take the picture, do the upload, turn everything off. I think that's the order that we want to do things here. You're welcome, Johan. Glad you're enjoying the t-shirt. So I think that's the order. Poetic Android. All right, that's a great logo. Where did you get that? That's a cool emote. That's just a ship emoji. Really? Fantastic. Love it. I need more of that. So I'm going to plug this in and see if we can get this piece working now. And because I have the Raspberry Pi over here, because of how it's plugged into the network, it's going to be hard for me to show you this. But I'm going to take that command there now, put it into a little bash script along with the node command. All right, so I just plugged this in. The light does work. See I don't know if you can see this. Raspberry Pi looks like a little spider at this point. Look at this. All this crap hanging out of it. But there's the light, and you can see the light's on. So it's plugged in, it's working with the camera, with the light on. Okay. That step's done. So now, I was hoping to program my Pi today to use its camera. Yeah, you know what? Journey started. Feel free to rewind, create clips from this. How am I going to protect the Pi from stuff like dust? Sounds like I'll need to put some sort of a container over it. That's a great point, Brave Cobra. We need Balmer to say containers for Robert Table's stream. Blow on it every now and again. I don't know about that. All right, so let me try taking these, and let's put together just a little shell script that'll have all this stuff in it. And then, we should also move it. Who was it? Somebody was saying we should move this to user local bin, right? So let's do this. Okay. What the? Okay. So all of this stuff is right here. Let me get rid of. Right. Let me get rid of that, and let me get rid of that. Part of me thinks I should also clear the files off of the device so that they get removed here. Wintermute is late with a job interview. Congratulations, Wintermute. Let us know what you hear. We're excited for you. I want to make sure we support you. You need to automate blowing audit after. Cron-powered fans. Oh man, this is so Rube Goldbergian. It's going to be crazy. All right, let's do this. I print your Pi cases found on Thingiverse. Oh, thank you, Robert Tables. That's very kind of you to say. All right, so let's. Brave Cobra was saying make a folder in user local bin. Let's do that. So, user local bin, and let's create a folder. Let's call this OilTankVision, and we should make it lowercase, right? OilTankVision. What do you mean? Oh, it's MK. Local bin OilTankVision. What do you mean permission denied? Permission denied my foot. User local bin OilTankVision. My inexperience with Unix is shining through. Whole John's here. Hey, Whole John. Cool work. Just so I have a better idea, what's the goal objective of what you're putting together? Can somebody please link the GitHub repository? There's a repository of what exactly it is that we're working on here. Our Raspberry Pi is going to take a picture of an oil tank in my basement, upload that picture for analysis in the cloud, and eventually the gauge, the number that's on that gauge, will end up either on my phone or on a watch or something. Thank you, little Dan. I appreciate that. So you could rework this a little bit so that it works with, whatever it is that you need. That's right, something that's analog that you want to convert to something digital, and you want to push that data around. You're using sudo. Try using makedir-p. Why do you have an oil tank in my basement? Johan, I have an old house that has an oil burner furnace. So, relay fans and light. That's a neat idea. Good tip, Robert Tables. Yes. Got your dad a Raspberry Pi for Christmas. Very cool. I have 2 of them, and this is the one I'm going to put in my basement. I'll use the other one for tinkering a little bit. All right, so now let me move the contents here over there to user local bin OilTankVision. Wood. Yes. What do you mean device or resource busy? Star. User local bin OilTankVision. Permission denied. Okay. You know what? Just get me into sudo. What is it to just stay there? Like this. There we go. All right. So we're gonna let's copy. Let's not move. Sudo. Yeah. All right. So let's copy everything here and recursive, right? To user local bin oil tank. Is it -R that'll do that? User local bin. Sure looks like everything's there. Including the node modules? Oh yeah. Including the node modules. Fantastic. All right. So everything's over there. I should start writing my script over there, right? So let me actually navigate there. Oops. There we go. All right. And part of me thinks I should just call this like go or picture. For those of you that don't know, sudo stands for super user do. Neat. Oh, I didn't know you could do sudo. That's pretty cool. You wore a tie and jacket and hey. Confession, I don't have a tie and jacket. I don't have a jacket right now. I need to get a jacket for the new year. So I actually look a little spiffy. Okay. So I'm over here. So let's make a script. Right. So, just upload, take picture. What do we call this? What do we call the script? Got a jacket, but no tie. I've got lots of ties, just no jacket right now. Execute. That feels weird. Take pic. Sure. What do you mean? There we go. All right. Now how do I do this, right? It's something like, right, shebang. No. Right? How do I get this thing started? So, right, the first thing that I wanted to do was this echo. That's what it is. User bin, no, insert. User bin bash. All right, now I'm going to copy in. There it is. So that'll turn on right? That'll turn it on? No, that'll turn it off. 0x1 will enable it. All right. Okay. Oh, I hate all these. Ugh. All right, so next upload. Not blog, blob. No! What are you doing? .js. Right, and then I'm going to echo that 0x0 to turn off everything. And then I should remove any JPEGs that are here. Star.jpg. I'm going to need to force that too, aren't I? So I clean up after myself. Is that device available? It should be. Can I just say how awesome this is, seeing out of my comfort zone, but oh, thank you. LSAL. Oh, sure, let's try that. Let me get out of here. And I'm going to copy that command from Brave Cobra directly in. Hey, Commander. Good to see you. Young Peach, thank you for the follow. No such file or directory. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. That could be a real problem. What the rendering here in Windows of this is messy. Check it as I typed it out. What was the name of the... I don't even remember the name of the script. More take pick. BCM 2708 underscore USB. Sys devices platform BCM 2708 bus power. Do we even have that? No such file or directory. Do we have that? Okay. So... Hey, Shmuley, good to see you. So, all right. The article we got says that if we go to this location and we drop in that entry, it'll turn on and off the USB. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's just try deleting it and see what happens. Right, let's just try that. No, doesn't even get there because that doesn't exist. Okay, let's take a look at the article. This is, oh wait, this is a Pi B+. This isn't a, that this references. I'm on a Raspberry Pi 2. There's an app for that. Maybe need that? Yeah, this is different hardware, exactly. MSK 2016, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. Issuing a USB hub class request. Clear feature port power to port 2 will deactivate the USB output power switch. Right. So, control USB power on a port-by-port basis on some USB hubs. Sudo apt-get install, libusb dev. Then you need to GCC it. You can control the power on a port using the following command. Oh my gosh. That says to control hub 3 port 1 and turn the power off. You can use -P1 to turn the power back on. So if I ls USB right now. Okay. So there's the webcam. This is the keyboard that I have hooked up. That's the mouse that's hooked up. The Ethernet, that's right. Interesting, I don't see the light in this list. There was a power folder. Have a look in that. Nicro is saying that I have my shell header wrong. It shouldn't be user bin bash. It should just be bin bash. Let me take care of that real quick then. Right, it was... What's the name of that file again? Take pic. Please. Yeah, I knew it. All right. Ah! Stop. Stop. What did I do? No. Okay. There was a power folder. All right, so let's take a look at that. Not the echo. So there I am on platform. What's under power? No, that doesn't... What's under control? Sys devices, platform, power, control. No. You... Do I have sysbus, USB devices, USB-X? Good question, Andre. Let's take a look for that one. Hang on. Yeah. Dear Lord. Sys device, sysbus. Ah, look. There's USB. Okay. All right. Devices. Ooh, devices, platform, SoC. Interesting. All right, now what? We should pair on this so I can stop yelling at your TV. The Xamarin stream I did with Montemagno. I don't think it made it to YouTube. I think we had a problem with that. Echo on sysbus USB devices USB 1 power level should resume it. Okay, but you think? Maybe. All right, let's try that. I'm going to copy that. And I will paste it in here. Edit. Paste. No, that isn't copying. Why won't that copy? There it goes. Invalid argument. Yeah. But we're not on USB 1. We have 1-1. I'm pretty good with Linux, but Pi specific things to be a thorn for a lot of people. If I change this to 1-1, right, which is this one here. No. Hang on. Why won't it? You make me sad. If it explodes, you better basement next to oil tank. Yeah, right? You should stream some knowledge. Maybe the USB light is not a device. It does just tap the power, yes. So I want to shut down the entire USB hub. What are you thinking, Node Botanist? What do you mean? Stop yelling at your TV. Try tabbing your way to it. Echo suspend. So spell that right. All right, /sys bus USB devices. There's what I have. There's USB 1. What's USB 1? Okay, that's looking interesting. Power. There's level. So that sure looks like it. When in doubt, reboot. No. When I ask you a question, okay. Yeah, invalid argument. Why is it an invalid argument? Not suspect, suspend. Yeah, that works. So what's in sys bus USB devices USB 1, power, level. What's in there? Okay. On. Or ask in general, there's like a 20-second delay. Try sending off or 0. Why is it an invalid argument? Linux Pi tricks for making things easier. Yeah? Right, if I try and echo 0 there, it's still an invalid argument. I'm trying to think, how would I share my console to you? I mean, I could do it in Visual Studio Code with Live Share. We could do that, I think. We're doing great, Crows. Yeah, how do you turn off the USB here? Right, and this is a Raspberry Pi 2. I don't want to... This feels weird here. Because, dear Lord. And I don't know if one of those is the Raspberry Pi. What about just a Skype call? I can do that. I can. And we can... But if I... Skype call, you won't be able to actually use the console. If I use Live Share, I can actually give you the console. How can I identify the exact model of this Raspberry Pi? Is there a command that I can issue? Turn off USB power on Raspberry Pi 2. Let's do it proper in the new year if you're still working on this. That's the B+. This isn't... I don't think this is a B+. Says the model on the board. Try echoing suspend as a string. No. Nope. It's written on the Pi. Oh, it's way down in the case. I can't take it out of the case without disconnecting everything. Right. Yeah. Oh, here we go. No, you know what? This is a Raspberry Pi Model B. Raspberry Pi 2 Model B version 1.1, it says. I can see it just inside the case there. Okay. All right, so this is... Try echo with the 0 end quotes. Nope, invalid argument. Just browsing the internet, it reveals that each Pi is different. Yeah. Yes, I would run that with Visual Studio Code, Lannon, if I wanted to dial in Node Botanist right now. Try getting rid of that. I don't... Yeah, we're not hitting that either. Tried this. Let's take a look, see what Nifix has here for us. Power management, Raspberry Pi. Suspend 0, wake on LAN. Supports GPIO. Echo 1, which stops the 8,000 interrupts and will save power. So let's copy that. Now, that folder doesn't exist. Nicro95. Devices USBX power auto suspend. Oh, look at that. Hello, hello. I don't want to use exactly that command. Let me open Notepad here. Right, the light's still on. I'm right. I want this to be USB 1. So if I try that, lordy, no, that's not it either. Where's all that junk coming from? Copy that. There we go. Light's still on. But that's on auto suspend, right? I don't want that. I want power control. Literally means go suspend at the moment the device becomes idle. Yeah, I better change that 0 back to 1. All right. The power top from Intel allows you to toggle devices such as USB peripherals in real time. Hey. Driver needs to support it, otherwise this device will never reach this state. Unluckily, now the user has no chance to force this. But this looks... sudo apt install power top. Tab over to tunables. Scroll down for your device. Hit enter to toggle power saving mode. Yeah. You could use uhub ctl command line utility to control USB power per port for compatible USB hubs. Try LSUSB-T. Okay. Okay, so there's the bus, there's port 1. That's the hub, okay. Vendor specific SMSC. Okay. Here's the 2 audio devices. The video. Right, this is the video connection for the camera, right? One of these is the keyboard, one of these is the mouse that's plugged in. Somewhere in here is the network. I don't want to auto suspend. I want to shut it off. I mean, we can give that a try. Let's... Hey, ancient coder. Right, if I'm over here... Hang on. Now that's annoying. There we go. Need to get rid of those chevrons. I have no idea what just... Why isn't it seeing that at all? There it goes. Negative. Light is still on. And I don't want to just leave the light on all the time. Nah, you didn't miss too much of the stream today. Always available. Let me make that like 1 second. So we're trying... the command that we have for shutting off the power is not shutting off the power. I had a problem when connecting my Android phone and I couldn't charge the phone because the power switch on and then off. PowerTop let me find this setting and was able to fix the issue. Auto value was causing. Echo on into bus USB devices 1.1 power control. Let's try going down sys bus USB. Sys bus, right? Devices, and then there they are. So what we're trying to do, so I have a Raspberry Pi 2 plugged in. We're trying to shut off the USB hub on it so that I can turn off the light and turn on the USB-based light that's plugged into it. I want to cut power to it so that we can bring it back. So, Node Botanist, I could dial you in over a Skype call, and I can share my terminal with you, if that's something you're interested in doing. It is 12:30. We are running late. Can I echo 0 into sys bus USB devices USB 1? USB 1. Authorized. There's authorized. Okay. If I run a more on that right now. Okay, there is a 1 in there right now. You're suggesting let's echo 0 into there. My connection appears to be shot now. Connection reset. Yeah, because the network is gone. Houston, we might have a problem. That killed the network. That did more than kill the network there, friends. We may have just nuked the whole thing. Think about it. We shut off the network. Not the light. The light is still on. Yeah. I mean, it is an LED light. Ah, but you know what? I do still have... Let's do this. So there's the Pi. Yeah, all of my USB devices are dead now. It's all one hub. Yep, I am toast. I'm going to need to reboot this and hope it comes back up. Let's see. Just plugged it back in. Okay, the light is off. It just turned on, so it got power to the USB. Could we just have always on USB but kill the light using a GPIO at a different point later in the wire? Well, I would have to plug into GPIO then, right? We're close. Yeah, see, my USB's shot. I can't... Oh, nope, there. We're good. Right? Wrong keyboard. There we go. Added all curses involving the Lord's name to the block list. Well, thank you, Node Botanist. I appreciate that. It's just something I want to make sure that folks... Yeah, I want to make sure we don't offend anybody. That looks fine. That's good start. Cool. Thank you very much. Mod powers activate. You should be able to SSH in again. Yes, I should. All right, so now if I SSH in again and try my password, there it goes. All right, so I'm in. I'm back up and running and ready to break some things. So flipping authorized did disconnect us. Trying to control power doesn't work. Devices stop working, but power stays on and Pi becomes unstable. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So the other way that I was thinking that I could do this would be to use like a Wemo device and plug a real lamp into that and to have the Wemo turn on and off. Because I can send a command to the Wemo. Just trying to keep an eye on things. That's fine. Okay. Or a couple LEDs to the GPIO. Right. But I need some bright LEDs to get that working, you know? But for right now, I could walk you through how to cut that thing open. Just destroy the LED itself. You will not see it anymore. So GPIO and an LED. I think we could do that. I don't have an LED here. You have stupid bright LEDs? Could definitely do that. For the purposes of getting MVP running, I can just leave the light on. It's a little LED. I'm not too concerned about it. Let's do this. Let's write the cron job so we at least have it taking pictures and we have the camera working and taking pictures on a regular basis. And then we can look at improving the light. You are very kind, Node Botanist. Let's get the cron job set up and running. And yeah, start building that piece. Does the LED burn extra oil? I see what you've done there. Maybe that's the one I should have used. Yeah. It's like zero problem. I very much appreciate that. It doesn't burn extra oil. Let me do this. I want to go back and actually do this on the Pi. So I'm going to switch back to the Pi's user interface over here. There we are. Just because I think this is more fun to actually work over here on the device. So, come on, open the browser. Yeah, let's just get it working, and then we'll put a cool light on it, and we'll do all that good stuff. So we were looking at crontab.guru, and what I'd like to do is I'd like to have this take a picture once every, let's say, 4 hours, so that I get 6 pictures a day, or maybe I could do every 6 hours, so I get 4 hours. What about modifying the USB lights cable to connect to the pin out on the Raspberry Pi? Yeah. Let's just leave the light on and we'll improve it. Let's get it working, then we'll improve it. We'll make it cool later. So I want to do this every 4 hours, not at 4:05. So if I change that to a 0, right? So that'll go at 4 o'clock. But I want to do it every 4 hours on every day. So how do we change that? Right? Not at 4. Right? It's */4 at minute 0 past every 4th hour. Fantastic. That looks okay. Good. Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you for the help. Ewooks. Ewooks? I got double the woo? That's better. Okay, only one woo. All right, now how do I edit the cron tab to tell it to call? Let's see. It was user bin, and I'm going to need to, let me go back over. User bin local bin. There it is. I need to do a change mod on the take pic, right? That spell change mod correct. Right? I need to make it executable. Oh, here we go. Node botanist. Yeah. Learned something new today. All right. So now take pic will actually run, and actually I need to edit that, don't I? We need to get rid of this and this. All right. Now, Brave Cobra is saying let's do sudo cron tab -e. Hey, select an editor. You are, look at that. Fine, we'll use nano. Edit this file to introduce tasks to be run by cron. Each task is run and defined in single line, indicating different fields on the task will be run. Blah, 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 blah. Fine. You can run a backup of all your user accounts. No, don't care. All right, so I'm going to do this. Paste. Nice. And it's going to be user local bin OilTankVision take pic, right? So it should take that picture at now every 4 hours. Is there a way that I can test that? Hey, Pat Lehman. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So we're working on this little project that's going to take pictures from a Raspberry Pi that's sitting on top of my oil tank, take pictures of the meter that's inside of it, so I can see how much oil is left in it, and then upload those pictures to Azure. Change it to run every minute to test. Sure, we can. I guess we can do that. Sudo cron tab -l. Really? Okay. So we need to edit it if we want to make it run every minute, right? So does this become */1? Right? So it should be taking pictures once a minute now and uploading them. So I'm going to hold up the camera here. We should actually just make sure that that take pic works. Gotta go. Have a good one, Crash. Thanks for joining us. Of course, the video for this will be available later on today. So if I go /user/local bin OilTankVision take pic, right? That should actually do the thing, right? Oh. Credentials must be provided when creating a service client. So the env isn't being loaded. I will have a C# backend. That's correct. That's once a minute on every 4th hour. Rats, you're right. Well, we know the command doesn't work. Let's fix that. So it's going to call node. Do I have to change directory? No, I'm in. Do I need to change directory to this folder? Maybe. Right? If I do. Oops. No, bad idea. Changing a read-only file. Yeah, oh. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Oh, Pat, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. Let me do this so I can see. Wrong one. Now it's on too many screens. There we go. All right. sudo vi take pick. Okay. User local bin oil tank vision. Okay. So now if I try and call that again. Did it bring over the .env file? It might not have brought over the env file. Yeah, it didn't copy that over. Okay, so let's go. Hi. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where did I put it? Is it right? Why want to go downloads? There it is. PyScript. All right, now I can copy that .env. It didn't copy that before. User local bin OilTankVision. Do it. All right. Better use something like cd. That changes the directory to wherever the script is. Oh, really? That's interesting. I did not know you could do that. All right, let me go back then over to there. Oh my gosh, the back and forth. All right. So now if I do sudo vi take pick. So Brave Cobra is suggesting that we get rid of that and we say dollar dir name, another quote, $0, quote, paren quote. Change the path before running the script in the cron tab, not in the script itself. That's a subshell execution and is very convenient. Watching this is why I hate shushing into Linux servers to write code in college. Yeah. All right, so now if I try take pick. Is it going to take the picture? Is it going to do it? Waiting to see the thing. Hey, it just lit up. All right, all right. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, that looks like it took the picture. So if I... Let me see, where's my mouse? So if I go back over to here, refresh, there it is. There's the new picture, copy that. There's the new picture, fantastic. All right, so it took the picture. Now try it from slash or tilde, just to confirm that line. Good idea. All right, so here I am back on the Pi. So, all right. So now if I try to run user local bin, that's not OilTank. OilTankVision, take pick. Do the thing, do the thing. Connecting to the camera. There, it just took the picture. Bang, there it is. We got the picture. Yes. All right. So that worked. So it should work from the cron tab. So let me go back to the cron tab, which I set up wrong. Okay. Back down here. So this is taking it once a minute every 4th hour. If I want to change this to every hour, I would delete that. And now it'll take one every minute all the time now. So if I exit that, so do I have to do anything to reset it, or is it just going to start taking a picture every 1 minute? Holla? Holla?
Wow.
Wow. So it should be just starting to take pictures every minute, right? And if I ls in user local bin OilTankVision, So it still has gauge JPG, not JPEG. All right, let me... It's not just there. It's user local bin OilTankVision. All right. Now it should be taking pictures, right? Should. Yeah. Owen Wilson. That should work now. So let's go over to, how do I know that it's running? Tail F on the cron log. Var log cron.log. There's nothing there. How do I restart the cron tab? That's not going to work. Edit list, prompt before detailing. There is no cron log. Only. No need to restart it. It should just run, huh? So what do we have in var log? I don't see a cron log here. Oh, a dummy. Var log messages. Let's see what it says. Wow, there's like stuff here. Respec high speed. No, I don't see it doing anything. Maybe in syslog. Cron info, no MTA installed, discarding output. Sure looks like it's trying to take the picture. Right, once a minute there, it's been running. Okay. The file's gone. Let's check on Azure. I'm getting lots of pictures. We get pictures. We get lots and lots of pictures. Yes. So I should be able to just decrement this. And there's another picture of me. Fantastic. So it is taking the pictures. Okay. Will the node script have permission to create the JPEG files? Yes, it does. Yep. You're good, Mizard. We're good. Okay. So what have we learned? What have we figured out? So the cron job that's on the Pi right now takes pictures once a minute. What I'm going to need to do to configure this, I'm going to need to get things connected up, put it in my basement, and line it up appropriately so that I've got a good picture. It's cron trying to mail me stuff. Oh. Yeah, I think we've got it. I should have a deployment script now, so whenever we commit to master, it's automatically deployed to this Pi. That's a really cool idea. Let's put an issue in here to do that. Okay. So I have it now, taking the pictures and uploading. The last piece is deploying and actually doing the analysis. Ryan Hewlin, thank you so much for... Where did that go? Thank you so much for that Tier 1 subscription. I appreciate you joining us. I'll make a donation to Girl Develop It for that. What is the OilTankVision project? Oh, good. I'm glad you see the repo, W. Yeah. So, one of us, absolutely. We can write a Docker file to do that. Yeah, we could do that. So where I think we are is I need to set up something that'll do that deployment. I've got a nice long USB cable. There you go. That I'll use to plug this in downstairs in the basement. For minimum viable, this works. The last piece that I need to do is deploy the C#, the serverless side of this, which is sitting here in the OilTankVision repository. And what this does, not the oil tank reading, it has a serverless function in here that returns into a table called oil tank readings. It has a function name. That's the function name. But when it gets a new image in here, it'll receive that and it'll send that image to the text recognizer API, which is down here. And it'll pass in the subscription key for that, return some JSON. We could improve this. But whatever that number is that it gets back, it will return, parse through this, and then return that value into the table. So I need to deploy this. I might want to reset that cron back to every 4th hour. Yes and no. Yes, I do want to set it back to every 4th hour. However, until I get it configured, I need to get it tuned just right. Moz, thank you so much. A tier 3 subscription, 7 months in a row. Yep, absolutely. We will support Girl Develop It with that. Thank you so much. Yes, the charity drive that Twitch was running is over, but I still donate all bits and all subscriptions to Girl Develop It. But Moz with the tier 3 gets to use all 3 emotes, both the .NET bot, the little caricature of me, and also the super C# logo. Thank you so much for the contribution. Using this sudo turned off the NIC, looking at the USB now. Oh, awesome, Rambling Geek. That is fantastic. But starting in January, I think we're going to rotate a couple of groups that will help out. There you go, 10 biddies. Thank you so much, Ryan. I very much appreciate that cheer. All right. Rambling Geek with the commands. Oh, man. So what I need to do is I need to deploy this and drop in the configuration so that it will start doing the analysis. Without the device actually hooked up and positioned properly, it's going to start trying to do analysis on my face, and that's not going to work. So once I have this deployed and in the basement on a wireless connection, I'll still be able to shush into it, even though it's in the basement, and work with it. And I think that's where I should leave off today. Do me a favor, Rambling Geek. I love the tips that you have there. Can you attach that to the issue here so we can test that, run through this a little bit here? I think that's really, really cool insights that you have in there that should get this working. Let's attach that to this and we can test that a little bit. But for now, what I'm going to do as we wrap up here, let's stop the music and get over to our wrap up. What I'm going to do, so we have this taking a picture once a minute. I'm going to change over so this is using wireless connection. I'll get the wireless connection and I'll get everything positioned so it's taking a good picture of the gauge in the basement. Once I have that running and configured and locked down, I'll deploy this C# code. And we should start to see values coming in to the table, and then we can start talking about further analysis tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody, for your help. You've seen I'm a Linux newbie. I know just enough to be dangerous, but I think we've really accomplished something here where we've got the device taking pictures. It's doing the thing now. It's working properly, and we've broken through that first set of problems, and we've got a device that'll do the right thing now. I'll do these next steps that I really can't do here live. I need to actually configure, get it in place and positioned properly. I don't want to show you deploying to Azure the C# function because it's I'm at deployment time. I'm going to be showing a lot of secrets that's going to be hidden from you. So I will get that set up and deployed, and we'll come back and we'll look at the results tomorrow, and we can start looking at doing some analysis, looking at actually working on that data. Maybe we can figure out how to isolate just that part of the screen inside the gauge and do some more accurate measurement. What's the best way to ask a long form question? Email, Twitter. Twitter's pretty good. If there's anything really long, there is a live stream repository here that you can post an issue into, and we'll talk about it. I am still setting up. I do want to do this Day of Service virtual hackathon. We'll talk more about that next week. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. Let's see if there's anybody out there in the science and technology space that we can raid right now. You know who's up and running? We raided Live or Dev Trying yesterday. Let me put Mario back on. There we go. Our friend Jessica Mack. People were asking Gooseman's. Yes. Oh my gosh. Let's raid Talk to Me Gooseman. We have never raided him. He usually is in the evening on Twitch, and he's also on the West Coast, so it's kind of tricky for me to set up and connect to him. I want to make sure I raid somebody else who's writing code right now. What's Chef B working on? He's driving. But let's raid. Yeah, let's raid Talk to Me Gooseman. Here we go. If you want to check out Talk to Me Gooseman, he's working on... did that raid command go through? Talk to Me Gooseman. It looks like it's starting. It's not telling me that it's kicking off the raid. Mm-hmm. Yes, here comes the raid, Gooseman. It's working. Fantastic. It's not showing me here. This video will be archived. It'll be over on the YouTube channel. But we'll see you next time. Say hi to Gooseman for me. Take care.